everyone, it's Ann from Annalise Creations. I'm here to put together a tag. I belong to a group on Google+. I'll post the name of the group on Google+ if you're interested in joining. We do a monthly swap, what am I thinking? A monthly swap where we trade tags. And so this month was to pick a word that, you know, is important to you for this time of year. And I picked, on another video, my word of the year is, I can't even remember what my word of the year is. Would be nice to know, huh? What my word of the year is? Hopeful. Okay, my word of the year in Journal 52 is hopeful, okay? But I also have another word, and it's time. Time is precious, and I wish I had more of it. I tend to take on too much, and then I wish I'm rushing around trying to get things done. I say yes to too many things when I need to say no a lot more often, I think. So anyways, I have a tag that I cut out using my Sizzix Big Shot, and I had a backing, looks like this, it's a butterfly backing, and I cut that into a tag. It was scrapbooking paper, so I cut that into a tag, and to strengthen it more, I glued the two pieces together, and I let them dry overnight. Excuse me, I need more coffee. I need more coffee this morning, sorry guys. My throat's I got a frog in my throat today. Frog in my throat. I don't know what the deal is. Allergies, I think, maybe. I am going to use the Decoupage Antique one. It gives a more of a yellowed kind of look, and that's what I'm going for. And I have some paper. It's like a scrapbooking tissue paper. I can't remember the brand of it. Sorry guys. I got it off of Blitsy. And I'll post a link to Blitsy, okay? Because a lot of times they'll have specials on things, and a lot of this cool stuff. Now this is from Tim Holtz's line, and it's a alarm clock stencil, and or die cut, I should say. And so I die cut this alarm clock out, and then it comes with a little circle. It does the circle, but it doesn't give me the face of the clock. Okay, so I could either buy a face of a clock, which I did here. I got it out of the Tim Holtz ideology. I bought a bunch of clocks, okay, faces. But what I'm going to do is I went ahead, I bought some sheets of metal. They're really thin sheets of metal, and I got them on Amazon, and if you search just a sheet of metal or whatever, it'll come up with metal. It'll come up with these craft sheets of metal. And so I went ahead and used my Sizzix Big Shot to emboss using one of Tim Holtz's stencils. I think this one was called Blueprint. I stenciled out, I embossed out the metal, and it's really thin. See how thin the metal is, okay? So it's really easy to put through your Big Shot, and it cut too. I first cut it, ran it back through the one that did the circle for the clock, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue these two together, okay? And then I'm gonna put it with the clock, okay? But I'm gonna get started here. I'm gonna zoom back out so you guys can see a little better. Right there's the tag. So I'm gonna put this on first, and then we'll go from there. So enjoy my process of putting this together. And I'm not sure if I'll speak through the whole thing or if I will just go ahead and speed through it, fast forward through it. A lot of times I'm not sure how you guys feel about speed through, fast forward, you know, sped through videos, or how you feel about longer videos where I talk. You know, it'd be nice if you guys could put a comment in the comment section below this video and let me know, because I'm here to help you guys out. Maybe offer some inspiration, advice on crafting or whatever. And so that's what I'm here for. So don't be shy. Let me know what you like better. Do you prefer the speed through videos, or do you like the ones that are talked through? Some people like the speed through because they don't have a whole lot of time to watch a video in real time, you know, like a 30 or 40 minute video or even an hour video. I know I'm sometimes pressed for time and this is really a good one because my word of the day is time. And I'm kind of messing up on this for whatever reason. I wasn't getting it flat enough. So let's hope I can get this back on here. And hopefully it will stick and not get all wrinkled, because I don't want it to be too wrinkled. But if it turns out a little wrinkled, oh well. So I'm going to smooth it out as best I can. Whoops, that one just tore apart. Great, Anne. Okay, I'm going to have to cut out a new piece. That's what happens when, you put too much on, and sometimes it's a little too thin. So you know what? I'm not going to use the antique one to glue it down. I'm going to use the decoupage napkin. Then I'll use the stuff over the top. So I'm going to have to remove these pieces, and this happens, you know. So I'm showing my boo-boos, my learning experiences on this one, okay? So part of the problem is this antique decoupage one by Deco Arts is a little more tacky, sticky. So I don't want it that tacky. So I should have used the napkin one, which is a thinner consistency. It's got more water in it. So that's what I really should have used for that, because this is really thin tissue paper. So yeah, live and learn, right? Okay, so I'm gonna dry this off real quick and I'll be right back because I gotta dry it off. So I went ahead and dried it off, and it's good and dry, and I'm not worried about the holes because those are gonna get covered up anyways, I've decided. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim this out, okay? Trim the excess off from here. What I should have done was used a different pair of scissors. These scissors are good for big cutting, but little cutting, not so good. So now I'm gonna finish trimming with a smaller pair of scissors that would work better for this kind of cutting. And I'll punch out the hole later, okay? Making sure you guys can see, okay, that you're in the camera and everything, because, yeah, I've lately been not very good with the camera angle. And I don't want my head in the camera either. And it seems like that's been an issue also. I had this all set up before so that my head wouldn't be in the camera angle. Maybe that'll work better. There we go. Hopefully, okay? So next, I got this doily and I painted it using the Dazzling Metallics. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this on right about there. Okay? But before I do that, I just forgot something, and that was I'm going to add a little bit of stenciling on here, and just got to find the stencil I'm going to use, the one I wanted. It's this one here. Okay, so I'm going to take some of my True Gold I used the other day. If I can find it now, I had it here. It was out. Well, maybe I'll use something else then. I think I'll use the copper. It'll tie it in well with rest of it. Okay, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to use a, I'm going to get some of my Worn Penny by Deco Art. It's the Dazzling Metallics. And I'm going to go ahead and dipped my sponge, my makeup sponge in the brush. And I'm just going to kind of go around a little bit on this. Right about there. And then I might put a little bit up in this corner here. Kind of like that. There's no right way or wrong way of doing these, to be honest with you. It's just what looks good to you when you're making a tag. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to use the doily and I'm going to put it right about here, I think. Okay, and then I'll trim off the edge. So I'm going to get that on here and I'm going to use the decoupage napkin and then I'll go over the top with the antique one later on when I'm pretty much done with the front of this. Put some antiquing on here before I put the clock down though. I'm kind of going over the tag again, but it doesn't matter because even if I put some antiquing, it's not going to hurt it. It's not going to make a difference. Smooth it out using my finger this time. I may have to come in and do the ends a little better. I'm just kind of getting some of those air bubbles out. Sure that it's on there. Good. And then I'm going to pause and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so it's nice and dry, pretty much. And I'm going to cut off the excess of the edge here. Cut this off. Use for something else. Kind of half off the page. Oh, and I see the thing's going to be cut. Oh, that's okay. Cutting wasn't very good. Okay, so where is it? Okay, so I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to glue them together like this. Okay, so these are going to get glued together. I'm going to use some Lean's tacky glue for this. Okay. Take my brown portfolio, it's getting very little, and I'm going to rub it along the edges here. And what I like to do is I kind of like to create almost an encaustic effect where I turn on my heat gun and it kind of melts it. And then of course I'm going to have to use a, oh gosh, that one wasn't quite dry, dang it. Note to self, make sure that this paper stays. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over the top of it here in that area with the wax oil pastel, portfolio oil pastel. And I'm sorry, my dog's barking at me. She needs to go out. I'm sorry. So I will be right back with this. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. My dog needed to go out. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this like this with the portfolio oil pastel. And then I'm going to go ahead and melt it with my heat gun, okay? And then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll come back in with the antique napkin, and that will seal it. Okay. Might want to put a little more in this area. There we go. And I kind of wanted to put, let's see, I'm going to put a little bit more gold in an area here. I mean, not gold, copper, the worn penny. It's just missing something right here, so I'm going to put a little bit in here, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes. So it's dried and then I'll be back in a few. So now I'm going to come in with my Deco Art decoupage napkin, which is, no, I meant not that, the antique one. Okay. And you got to make sure your brush does not have any water on it, because the portfolios are water soluble, okay? So make sure that you don't have any water when you do this, so that you don't spread around the portfolio. Okay. So I'm just going over with a good layer of this, and kind of smoothing it out a bit. Kind of resisting the napkin one. That's kind of weird. Okay, never done that before, but oh, that's kind of weird. Okay, it's all right. Going on somewhat. Okay. So this dries clear. It looks a little milky right now, but it does dry clear. And to speed things up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and use my heat gun. So I'll be right back for that, so you don't have to hear it. Alright, well, I'm back for this one, and for my tag. And I'm going to get the pieces that I need to get it together with. See if this is dried. I had to come back in with a little extra glue, and then use some clothespins to make sure it dried flat. So it looks like, whoop, this side came up, popped up. So this isn't quite dry. So this is going to have to wait. have to add a little more glue on the edges here. And do the same thing I did last time. Thought it would be done by now, you think? I guess not, huh? Kind of pushing the glue in there so it gets in there. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side and hope that it stays. So all the other sides glued down pretty good. So this isn't quite glued, so I'll be back in a little while to finish this off. So I'm back. I'm taking my Prismacolor, well, not Prismacolor, my Stabilo All pencil, right? And I'm going to go around the edges of this. I kind of want to give it a kind of a, I don't know, worn look maybe? I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of drawing on the outer edges here, and then I'm going to come back in using some matte medium, or maybe I might use the Antique Deco Art Decoupage antique one. I think that's what I'm going to use to make this the Stabilo All pencil permanent, because this is a it is water soluble, so yeah, it'll reactivate if you use anything that's got water. If your brush has water, it'll reactivate it if you don't add some kind of a fixative over it. And so yeah, so I'm just kind of loosely going in and sketching around the edges of this. I'm not too worried if it looks a little sloppy, because I kind of want to give it an aged kind of look, I think is what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to go for this. I'm trying to hurry up and get this done. I've got a million other things I have to get done before the end of the month. I've gotten myself involved in a lot of swaps and challenges and things, and yeah, it's kind of been like, wah, I got myself, can't seem to say no lately. I think it's because everything sounds so much fun. And I love to do these tags. They're fun. They're a lot of fun to do. I really enjoy doing the tags. I've always enjoyed doing tags. They're just fun to do because you can come up with all kinds of ideas and ways of doing them, and so I really enjoy it. I'm just kind of loosely going around the edges here. Not too concerned about staying in the lines too much. Yeah, just kind of want to kind of give it an aged kind of look. And then I'm going to come in with some of the Decoupage Antique, and I'm going to use kind of a thin brush for this one this time, I think. Let's see what I can use here. Actually, I'm going to use this brush here. I should have probably used a thinner brush. Okay, so I'm going to do that because I don't want it to be all black either. So yeah, okay. Use a thinner brush and thinner brush. Just want to get the edges of the black. I don't want to smear it all over the place either. so I'm going to let that dry. And while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to find the tag. I'll be right back. I did all of the gluing and stuff and didn't show you guys what I was doing. Dang it. Okay, well, anyhow, you can see what I did. I went ahead and glued the clock halfway on. Then I took the middle of the punch out, okay, that we did earlier, and with the die cut, and I glued that kind of halfway off because I wanted to show kind of the back of the tag. Here you see it, the inside area, and then I put the clock face on. And now I'm not sure what I want to do with the needles to the, the hands to the clock, so I'm not sure where I'm going to put those yet. I might have them falling off the edges and stuff. I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to put that aside for now. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to use, let's see where I put my words that I was going to use. I'll be right back to found the words. I'm thinking of putting, let's see, take 5 minutes, and I'm going to put time. I'm going to put the time down here. Or maybe here, like this. Take 5 time. And maybe I will put this on 5 then. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put this down first and then come in with the hands and see where I'm going to put those after. My brush is wet and it picked up some of the stabilo that hadn't quite dried. And that's okay because it kind of gives it an aged look anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Doesn't make any sense. I think take 5 makes more sense. okay. Dry it out, and then I'll be still kind of drying, but it's okay to add what I need to add, and then let the Aleene's tacky glue dry overnight. I'm going to take a hole punch to punch out that hole right here. There we go in the tag. And then I'm going to take, I've always got to add bling to my stuff, always, it's just me. I like my bling, and I've got these really cute gemstones I got at Hobby Lobby on sale. They're really cute, so I'm gonna put, I think I want the bird. That's really cute. Let's see if I can get it up here. See if it's stuck. Some other bling, little bling here, I think. Little gems I have here. Let's see what else I have here. So now I've got some other cute things here. I've got let's see, I've got Corby. That they put on the backs of these gemstones don't stay on very well. So often enough I have to go in and re-glue it. And then where are my hands? Here's one of them. Did I just lose the other? Where did I just put it? And of course, did I accidentally pick it up and put it in the thing here? Because of course I'm never really organized. Oh, here it is. I got it buried. Because I'm the messiest creator in the world, it seems like. You should see my work area today. I don't think I have a solid place, a clear spot anywhere in my art room today. Not a clear place at all. Alright, so I'm going to glue down the hands now. And then I'm going to get some pretty string or lace or something to tie around that. But first let's do the hands. I think I wanted to kind of show the 5 a little bit. I don't want it quite covering it up. Oops, wrong one. I need Aleene's tacky glue. Wipe that because that's not going to work very well. Okay, there we go. So push that down in there and let's hope it stays. Okay. Wait a minute, that's the power hand. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that is right. let that dry, and then I'll come back in and see if there's any other details besides the ribbon. I'm trying to just get the glue off the hands. It's smearing everywhere. I'm just going to leave it and I can peel it off later. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to leave it like that to dry, and then I'll be back in a little while. All right. So I'm back, and it's nice and dry now, and I've added all the bling and everything. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Ha ha ha. Okay, so I got some of these vintage ribbons. I got these at an estate sale, and they were brand new in, almost all of them are brand new. So I figured, why not, right? Can't go wrong, right? I got a whole entire big bag of them for like $3. Couldn't go wrong. I mean, tons of ribbon. I'm gonna have ribbon forever. Forever. Okay. So let me see if I can get this open now, because now it's like I cut my nails, and of course when I need them. Okay, so here we go. So look how pretty that ribbon is. It's got little polka dots, and it's kind of a brownie color, so it'll go really well with this. So I'm gonna guesstimate how much I need. And I think I want it to be about that long. So I'm gonna cut one here. Oops. Real smart, Anne. Cut one there, but you cut just a tiny piece off. Really smart. Oh, I tell you, sometimes I don't know about myself. All right, so I've got that one. Now I want to get another one from here, and I think I kind of like that one, maybe. See that one? Or that one? I'm not sure yet. So I got to get it undone here. These are really pretty. I like these a lot. I'm trying to figure out which one. I kind of like this one in the middle better. Okay, so I'm going to do that one. I got to get it undone. These are new too. I mean, they've never been, it looks like they've never been used. It's like amazing. Okay, I'm going to cut this tip off a little bit, and then I'm going to measure out the same amount that I did with this one. So I'm going to kind of measure it out. Okay, this one's a little long, so let's try it from this end here. Measure it out to the end here. So I'm going to measure it out to about, say about there. Cut it right about. So right about there, see? Okay. All right. And then I'm going to use this one, I think, with it, because I kind of like the fuzziness. I need to get more of these in different colors. I love this. It's this yarn stuff that has like fuzzies all on it. I really love it, and yeah, I only have it in black and white, so, but I do like it because it adds a little extra oomph. And I was going to use this, but I decided no. So this is getting put back. I do like the ribbon on it, but I'm not going to use this one. Okay, so now I've got to tie these together. So what I usually do is I usually do all of them together, and then I tie it. Sometimes I do them separately. It just depends on whether I can get them all through the fold at the same time. Sometimes I have difficulties doing that. And I'm going to get this one here together, and hopefully it'll work. So then I kind of gather it all together and feed them through, and hopefully I can get them all tied together. Sometimes it works, and sometimes I do not succeed at this. Sometimes I have issues. And I am recording this. in the past when I've done this, I haven't been recording. Let's see how I do this. And I'm trying to feed this other one through at the same time. There we go. So I've got them all through, so then I make sure that I've got all the loops opened at the end here, so like this. I'm hoping I can do this. Come on, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, and be in frame and everything. And I might just succeed this time, okay? So then I feed them all through the holes, the loops. I loop them through, and then I pull. Should just tighten them all. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And this time, by golly gosh, it worked. For a change. Yay. Okay, so I've got them all through, see? And it makes it look really pretty with the extra oomph. It gives a little extra oomph to it. So it'll be really pretty. My partner that gets this will be really happy. My swap partner. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did making it, and I always like to make the labels, tags. I enjoy doing them. They're fun, they're challenging, because this, we usually are given a theme, and this one was a theme. It was a word. Mine should have been time, but I said take 5 because, yeah, that has to do with time too. Take 5. Take 5 meaning learn to take breaks for yourself, that kind of thing. So, yep. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I enjoyed making videos for you, and thanks again for watching. Toodles, have a wonderful day. Bye.